Welcome to the Lori Robertson podcast. I am your host, Lori Robertson. Are you ready to quit that soul sucking 9 to 5, start your own business, and create an online business to have the financial freedom you desire? Well, tune in and discover the secret strategies of other online business owners who use to create an amazing and abundant lifestyle. Learn about list building, creating digital courses, social media content, and more. Want a side hustle? I got you. This is the podcast that you've been searching for. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so glad that you are here. And today's podcast I have titled For Positive Growth Minded People Only. So if that's you, then I want you to listen up. Now, I've shared with other people in my life, people that's on my email list, people that I market to on Facebook and Instagram, and wherever it is that I can share this with. So I decided I'm going to share it with you on this podcast today. It is called a Trinity challenge, right? And what a Trinity challenge is, it's 3 things in your life that you could pick, whether it's health, relationship, or money, that you want to challenge yourself to do better over a course of time. And our Trinity challenge started, I think this month maybe, but I just jumped on it probably a week or two ago. And I decided that my challenge was going to be my health, right? And I did decide about building my email list a little bit more. I wanted to add some more people on, and I wanted to see how fast that I could get to adding about maybe 5,000 people onto my list during this Trinity Challenge. Okay, so anyway, my community that I'm a part of is doing the Trinity Challenge together, right? So I would like to share my journey with you, and hopefully you'll join me on whatever it is that you'd like to transform in your life. So I decided I'm going to share not every week about my journey, but every time I reach a milestone that I wanted to accomplish, okay? So the first milestone, first let me share what's been going on. I've been feeling a little drained of energy lately and really not wanting to do much of anything, much less my business, right? I've had aches and pains in places that I never experienced before. And yeah, I know getting older can suck sometimes, and being a woman of a certain age. Well, let's just say that the cycle of life has approached, and insomnia has crept in, a little extra bulge around the midsection has occurred. I could go on and on, but I won't. I know that some of you can relate, especially the women. I feel like some days all I want to do is just go, oh, I'm so tired. I'm not motivated. I don't feel like doing anything. But my goal is to feel like I have so much energy that I can get up, move around, do anything and everything, basically be like Superwoman, like I used to be a few years back. Well, that's not happening. So my point is, I decided, hey, Laura, you got to get up and move, and you can't let this thing keep you down. You know, all of us go through life with different things that, get us down from time to time, right? And my energy level is just shot. And I want to be more healthier than what I am, right? I want to have more energy. I want to, be in better shape for for myself, for my family, and I want to live a long and healthy life. So what I decided, my number one challenge that I really, really, really is going to focus on this time is going to be my health. And then I'll add, a business aspect to it, such as, building my list. But the main thing is my goal, right? Well, let me back up. I used to run track in my teen years, right? I used to run track. I used to walk long distances. We used to have competitions every year where, for your fitness, I used to be in so much perfect, I would have to say perfect health, I guess, for my age. And even as time went on, even after I had my kids, I think once I got into well, I'm not going to age myself, but once I got older, things, I didn't feel as active, but I still was in good, in good health. And at one point, I remember my blood pressure went up. And when my blood pressure went up, I kept getting headaches and I started to see these little specks in my eyes. And then one day, I remember I got up and I started to walk and I started leaning to the side. And I said, you know what? I got to call the doctor. And when I called the doctor and I went, I was at stroke level and I had no clue. And so I was like, oh my God, they wanted to rush me to the hospital. And I was so scared, which of course made my blood pressure go up even higher. I had to stay in the hospital for a little while until they could get my blood pressure regulated. So they put me on blood pressure medicine, which was really tough because the first medicine had me, if I got up too fast, I was dizzy and I, almost fell. So they had to kind of change my medicine. And I was like, I cannot be on medication for the rest of my life. So I searched around and I started to, go into this natural remedy, on this natural remedy path. And I found a remedy which was extra virgin coconut oil. And so what I did was I followed what was in the book and I weaned myself off of my medication. Now, please, 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 this is a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor and I'm not saying this is going to work for everybody. I'm just sharing what worked for me. And so as I kept taking it, my blood pressure went down. And when I went back to the doctor, she was like, well, do you need a refill? And I told her no. And she was like, what? So she checked my blood pressure and my blood pressure was back to normal, like it should be. And she said, well, I guess the medication is working. And I said, no. I said, I haven't, I said, I've been taking them, but I've found some herbal remedies that I wanted to try out. And I weaned myself off of them. And I said, now I kept the medication just in case it didn't work. She said, well, whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it because it's great. And so I showed her what I was taking and then the pills that should have been almost out. I still almost had a half a bottle. And she said, she wasn't really into the herbal medication, but to be responsible. And if my pressure kept stabilizing and staying, the way that it is, it's fine, whatever the regimen that I'm choosing to use. And once that happened, I have never been on blood pressure medicine again. Now, every now and again, my pressure used to go up because of stress related stuff, but I would take what I was doing, check with my doctor, got me a blood pressure cup, and I keep it with me every day because I know that I have a history of high blood pressure, right? So, but thank God as time has gone on, that has definitely not been something that has been an ailment of mine. But again, like I stated before, the insomnia, getting a little bulge around the midsection, that's what happens as time goes on. So instead of me waiting until something drastic happens, I'm not feeling my best now, but I want to. So this was the perfect time for me to do the Trinity Challenge. So my goal to start off with, because oh God, I had where I couldn't even get out the bed. My legs were hurting. I couldn't walk. I was out of breath. So my granddaughter had a graduation, and for whatever reason, I had something in my purse that they wasn't going to allow in there. So I had to walk all the way back to the car. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to feel like coming back. But lo and behold, walking made me feel better. My daughter was the one that was out of breath. And I was like, oh, wow. So that's when I said, if I can do this, why don't I start walking? So I started to walk, but I wasn't consistent, right? I thought of every reason that I could to not walk. So I may have walked 2 days here, a day here, took a break here. Oh, it's too hot outside. Oh, I got this to do. I got that to do. So I am so grateful that my community decided to do the Trinity Challenge because I have other people with me. I can look at their results. I can see what they're doing. And it's motivating me to stay on the course. So I started last week. Every single day I walked, right? So my goal is to reach walking at least 4 miles during the challenge. And I know that may not seem a lot to a lot of people, but for me, it's a huge milestone in my life. And it's going to be something that I can be proud of. So in my first week, at the end of it, because I started off and I didn't walk a whole mile, I was only walking like 20 minutes every day when I wasn't doing it, with the challenge. But when I decided to just go ahead and walk for a whole week, I started Monday through Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, I decided I'm not going to walk, you know, just because I just decided that I just wanted to do it Monday through Friday. But at the end of the week, I walked 1.51 miles that I'm so excited and proud of. I started, like I said, with only 20 minutes, and I ended up walking for 33 minutes and 7 seconds. I thought that was absolutely amazing. And then the app that I'm using is called, I think it's Fit. I can't remember. It's a Fit app, and it clocks your time, and then it gives you points. So I had like 30 heart points, and I walked 3,538 steps. That's out there. So I decided, as much as I walk up and down the stairs in my home, then I should probably, calculate those as well. I'll see. But I mainly focus on me walking outside. And the energy that I expended, it was 154 calories, and my pace was 22 miles on average. So I'm average, right? So I am super excited about this Trinity Challenge. I'm super excited about where I'm going. Today, I'll be totally honest. I'm not walking today. I'm not walking today or tomorrow. So today is a Tuesday. I walked yesterday, which is Monday, but these 2 days are going to be extremely hot. And by the time I go outside, it's going to be almost 100 degrees. So I know I'm not going to do that to myself, because I'm going to be miserable, and I'm not going to probably want to walk as much as I wanted to. And I just want to make sure I keep myself doing this in a correct way, right? So just to be transparent, but I will pick back up on Thursday and Friday. And so to replace those 2 days, I will walk Saturday and Sunday so that I will have a full week, right? So I want to know, is there something in your life that you'd like to change for yourself, to do, to be, or become? It could be a healthier body, it could be better finances, or simply what you say that you want to do with no excuses. Even in this Trinity Challenge, you can decide what it is that you want to accomplish and then do it. So the Trinity Challenge, it lasts until October the 18th, so you have plenty of time, right? So I would like for you to come along with me on the Trinity Challenge, and let's do this together, right? And if you don't want to do it together, just do it for yourself. Do it for your family, for your loved ones. But I guarantee you, if you start to do this for yourself, you are going to feel absolutely amazing, because you are accomplishing something for yourself that's going to make you a better person. I just thought of another thing. You could do the Trinity Challenge and say, hey, you're not reading as much. So I want to read every single day between now and October 18th to see either how many pages I can read, how many books I can read. Maybe you want to do just meditation. Meditate every single day until October the 18th to see how your mental and spiritual body and mind transforms in this particular time frame, right? So if you want to transform your life, let's virtually hold hands and do this together. It's really simple to start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link in the notes, and so that you can take a look at what the Trinity Challenge is, how we're doing it, and it's a little video that's going to explain everything to you. And once you do that, if you decide that this is something that you want to do, not only, but for yourself, I said, let's virtually do this together, but do it for yourself. So if it's something that you really want to do, just check it out. Even if after you check it out and it doesn't seem like it's something that you want to do, but at least take bits and pieces of that and use that to do something else. Even if it's not something that you want to ride along here, do something that's going to transform your life and do it for yourself. I know you can do it, and so can I. So I just say, let's go on this journey together. So leave me down in the comments some challenges or, things that you want to do, or just leave down there and say, yes, I want to take this Trinity Challenge. Yes, I want to do something that's going to transform my life. Yes, I want to do this for myself, right? I am a positive, growth-minded person, and this is for me. Well, guys, thank you for sharing or for allowing me to share some time with you and talk to you about this Trinity Challenge. And I will look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Bye for now.